Acetech are one of the leading manufacturers of tracer units in Airsoft today. There's a reason why BZ only stocks Acetech tracer units, and they were kind enough to send us their brand new product, the Volcano, the world's first airsoft grenade launcher with a built-in tracer unit. In this video, we're going to give you one of the first previews ever outside of Asia of Acetech's brand new grenade launcher. We're going to show you what you get included in the box, some of the main features of the Volcano. We're going to show you how you can customize it, and of course, we're going to take it down to our range, turn off the lights, and show you this thing in action. Now, you know we love an exclusive here at BZ, and we believe we're the first people in the UK, possibly even outside of Asia, to get our hands on this thing. So we're really excited when the Volcano turned up from Acetech. Not even of being full of cold can stop me from reviewing this thing. So let's open up the box and see what you get included. Now, as we said at the start of the video, the only tracer unit brand that we currently stock here at BZ is Acetech, because they make such quality products. They are probably the most popular tracer units in Airsoft today, at least in the UK. We sell hundreds of them every year across all their different range. Maybe we'll have to do a video about their entire range and which tracer unit's right for you. Let us know in the comments if you want to see that. But for today, we're focusing on the Volcano. It's a grenade launcher. It teams with their Ace Hive grenades that were launched sometime last year. We did a little video of that before we started doing YouTube videos over on TikTok and social media. They're very good. We'll probably show you them later in the video. They are super satisfying and super easy to load. So now, about a year later, Acetech are bringing out the brand new Volcano grenade launcher to party with that Ace Hive. And just look at this thing. It is like a space blaster. It's so cool. It's got such an interesting look. It's different from other grenade launchers, and obviously the big feature is that it's also got a tracer unit inside there. We'll show you that more of that in a moment. So along with the Volcano itself, you also get a user manual. Very important to always look at these things, especially with anything that's involving batteries like the Volcano does. You get a lovely box with some lovely foam inside, so that's actually pretty handy to travel for traveling to games with it. You can just pop it back in the box and it's already got the foam cutouts in there, or you can put the foam cutouts inside a case if you've got something that fits it. And you also get your accessory pack. Open that up. Inside here you have got some M-lock rails to fit on the side of your Volcano if you want to add optics and stuff like that. I'll show you more of that later in the video. And of course, you get Allen key and screws so you can attach them. So not too many things included in the box with the Acetech Volcano, but you don't need it to, because this thing is such a beast on its own. So as we mentioned, this is a 40mm airsoft grenade launcher. It's the first one in the world to have a tracer unit built into the grenade launcher itself. The Volcano supports red BBs and green tracer BBs, and it has 7 different flame modes. We must warn you that if you are sensitive to flashing lights, that we will be showing you the 7 different flame modes coming up right now. Now on the side of the Volcano, you'll see 2 different buttons. On the left hand side is the power button, just turn that on, and then the other button is for selecting what color you want your tracer to be. One here for some flashing lights, but you've got red, you've got an orange color, you've got blue, you've got green, our favorite here at BZ, you've got pink, and then you've actually got a mix of colors. You've got 2 different mix modes, I believe, and that's it, yes. So 7 different tracer colors in total. Unfortunately, no rainbow tracer like the Acetech Bifrost, but this is going to be one huge boom of color. Boom! An explosion of color like a Volcano. See what they did there, rather than a beam. So a rainbow would be cool, but I'm not sure if that's possible with such a short boom of light. The fact they've thrown in a couple of mixed colors in there at the end, I think that's pretty cool. What color would you be selecting with the Volcano, or what color do you run on your existing Acetech tracer unit? Please let us know in the comments. Now moving on to some of the more of the specs and the features of the Volcano grenade launcher. This thing comes with a lithium-ion battery included inside, so there's no need to buy any new batteries for this thing, and best of all, it actually has a USB-C charging port at the bottom. No need for an Airsoft smart charger, just use your phone cable, plug it into a USB plug and stick it in and charge it. nice and easy. Acetech do recommend that you charge this thing up before your first use. We'd hope you do that anyway. But then if you're not using it regularly and not charging it regularly, they do recommend that you keep recharging it at least once every 2 months just to keep the battery nice and healthy. Another great thing about the Volcano and a lot of other Acetech tracer units is that they have intelligent battery control, so you don't have to worry about this thing running out of juice in the middle of a game. As you're running around and you're not using it, this thing will preserve its battery so it's ready for use all day long. So to load the Volcano, all you have to do is press this little button here next to the trigger, and that opens up, and then you put your MOSFET inside of the Volcano. This was obviously made with the Ace Hive grenades in mind. That's Acetech's own brand of MOSFET grenade. They're fantastic, to be honest. They're really satisfying and easy to load. We'll show you them in a second, but these do work with other MOSFET airsoft grenades. So that's a very nice, easy, quick reload for when you're out on the field using this thing. It's ideal for CQB players. We'll show you how fun this thing is to shoot in a second. It's got a nice, rugged, modular design with customability in mind. You can see the rails on here. It's got the select switch on the side here. For actual specs of the Volcano, it's 283 millimeters long. It's made out of nylon and fiberglass. That means it's very lightweight, but it's also durable as well. It comes with two 1913 Picatinny rails included that you attach to the side with the included screws and Allen keys. So speaking of the Picatinny rails, let's move on to this modular design and how Acetech have made this with the player in mind, so you can customize it to however you want it to be. Now, one downside of the Volcano that we think a lot of players are going to want to change out straight away is the short grip that's included in the box. You can just about get one finger and thumb around there. If you're running this as a sidearm, it might not bother you too much, but especially if you're running it as a primary, this thing isn't really going to do the job. But don't worry, because of its modular design, you can swap out any gas blowback grip on the Volcano, so you can have it nice and comfortable in your hand. We'll show you that in a second. Got a rail at the front on the base. You can add a foregrip to it. You can attach rails to the side if you want things like tactical flashlights. You can put a red dot on it. There's even space at the back to attach a stock. Now, as this is a preview model of the Volcano sent to us by Acetech, we don't have any of their official accessories to attach to the Volcano, but we do know that they have a few things in the works, including a stock that fits at the back and that has two MOSFET grenade holders on it, so that's nice and handy, so you can just easily change out your grenades as you're playing on the field. Another interesting thing about the Volcano is that if you don't want to run it as your primary weapon and you don't fancy holstering it either, you can actually attach it right on the rail of your rifle. It goes where the handguard would go at the front, and it looks like an absolute beast. We've put this on the Tokyo Marui 4-on-6D. Is it practical? Not at all. Is it really flipping cool? Yes, it is. It just adds this really intimidating look to it. It's really different. You're not really gonna find this kind of look. It's like futuristic space gun look. Obviously, it's better off on something with a longer barrel like the 4-on-6, but you can actually attach this to something with a shorter barrel as well. You just have this right up front and center. This could lead to some really interesting builds. We're excited to see what people do with the Volcano and how they fit into their existing loadouts. But if you don't want the Volcano hanging off the end of your gun, there are of course a few ways you can make this thing a little more interesting. So let's attach a few accessories to it, and then we're going to take it down to our 50-meter indoor target range, and we're going to show you this thing in action. So we've come down now to our indoor target range where we're going to test fire the brand new Volcano grenade launcher. But first, we had to put on a few new upgrades for it. I think we can all agree once you add a little bit of flair to the Volcano that this thing looks absolutely amazing. For a start, something I think is probably a must for most users is replacing the grip at the back. We put in a PTS GBB EPG grip on the back of this. It's just a lot easier, a lot nicer to hold. We've teamed that with another PTS grip at the front. Up top, we've put on a optic, which is probably worth more than the rest of the gun and accessories combined, the Vortex AMG UH1, because you need that wide window so you can go around and you're not going to miss anybody with one of these things on it. You've got a laser on the module on the side there, and a maple leaf stock at the back. So this thing is a lot nicer to hold. When it comes to accessories, the red dot, it's down to you if you want a red dot. It depends what your style of play is like, but we would definitely recommend getting yourself two new grips really for this, because this just makes it a lot nicer to hold. And also when it comes to reloading the Volcano, just having that grip on the front just makes it so much nice, even though it's really easy to reload anyway, just by pressing the button. You can see it just swings open, but having that foregrip at the front just makes it so much nicer and smoother to do. So this is kind of what you can do with a Volcano, but if you've got an accessory in mind that you think would look great and work well with the Volcano, please do let us know in the comments. So for our test, we're going to be using Acetech Ace Hive MOSFET grenades. After all, the Volcano is basically designed for use with these grenades. First of all, you've got to gas up your MOSFETs before you load them. That's what I was trying to say. It's always best to gas before you load with BBs. If you haven't seen these before with the Ace Hives, one of the best things about these Ace Hives is how easy they are to load. Get the spawner loader with it, you just press it in at the top, press the button in and twist, and there you go, loaded perfectly with Rebel Precision 0.25 tracer BBs. Close up the top and you fit it in your grenade launcher, in this case the Volcano, and you're ready to go. And of course, got to make sure I've got my eye protection on before we start shooting. Now safe, ready to go. Time to turn off the lights. 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So that was a preview of the new Acetech Volcano, coming soon to the UK and across the globe. We think this thing, while it's not practical whatsoever, it is super fun to use. There's nothing else like it in the world. Literally the only airsoft grenade launcher with a tracer unit installed. And if there's someone who's gonna do that, then you want Acetech to be the ones to do it, because they're the best in the game for tracer units at the moment. The distance is about as good as any other handheld grenade launcher, but of course you get this super satisfying burst of color along with it. This thing is going to be an absolute beast in night games. It's ideal for CQB players. We wouldn't recommend running this as your first ever airsoft gun, not at all, but if you're an experienced player and you just you're looking for something that's just a bit more fun, a different style of gameplay, you just want something that's going to look cool and be super satisfying to use, then we think the Volcano is a great option for you. But of course, as always, we want to hear your opinions as well. So please let us know, what do you think of the brand new Acetech Volcano? Please let us know in the comments. We'll be stocking these very soon, so if you're looking for one, head to bztactical.co.uk. And of course, for more exclusive preview videos like this one, remember to like and subscribe to BZ on YouTube.